Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're back here with the kill count. Today's kill count is, well, basically on this. It's Host from 2020. Yep, during the days of the pandemic. Whew. Crazy to think about, huh? Anyway, so how about we just take a look back and see what this one had to offer. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
Welcome to the Kill Count,
Hey,
where
James.
we tally up
Good
the
to see you
victims
again.
in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Host, a British found footage film released during Schmovid lockdowns in mid-2020. Following a seance by Zoom
like I
that
said,
goes supernaturally wrong, Host took the horror world
Pandemic,
by storm
as I
last
like to call
year
it.
with a 1-2 punch of cultural relevance and good scares, serving as both a fun digital record of a
Papa.
not-so-fun global experience and a really effective horror movie that feels fresh and lively. Produced and released under quarantine, Host is a screen capture film, a sort of sub-genre of found
Basically
footage
like Unfriended.
with other examples
See?
including Unfriended and Searching, which isn't a horror movie, but it's great. Check it out. Host began as a Twitter video posted on April 21st, 2020, right as Schmovid lockdowns were first going into place. I have to keep saying Schmovid, by the way, because YouTube freaks out if I say the real word. Filmmaker Rob Savage recorded
Again, I
himself
usually just
pranking
say
his friends
pandemic,
on a Zoom
but-
call where he told them there were creepy noises coming from his attic. When he took them along to investigate, he cut to the attic boy from Wreck and made it look like he was attacked. The video was so successful online that Savage, co-writer Jed Shepard, and producer Douglas Cox decided to make a longer version and to do it as soon as possible.
We want people to be watching this in lockdown, a film about lockdown.
They asked their real-life actor friends,
Gemma?
many of whom were on the initial prank call, if they would be the cast, and they jumped at the
Hey, you in
opportunity.
the
in
frame?
the middle of lockdown.
That's
when
fun.
You're sitting in your house, you've got nothing else to do. Why not make a horror feature film? Let's go for it.
At that point, we'd been
Same with me with Virtual
in
Survivor.
isolation or whatever for so long. It just felt like it had been so long, and it was like to have something to do was so exciting.
Gemma Hurley was then brought on as a co-writer. As someone outside the friend group, she provided an objective perspective on the group dynamics of the friends. Making a movie remotely proved to be full of novel challenges. With the entire cast mostly shooting by themselves in their own homes, they were forced to be their own cinematographers, sound recorders, set dressers, and sometimes even makeup artists. Actors don't normally have to sync their own footage or worry about camera batteries being charged, so naturally problems arose.
Oh, jeez.
Shit.
No,
But-
Gemma, no!
So sorry I wasn't recording of anything of that.
Any of that.
No.
But they persevered and prevailed. Host was written in 2 weeks, filmed in another 2, and edited in 8. An unheard of 12 weeks from idea to distribution when it premiered on Shudder in late July. Though it could have been a quick cash-in entirely focused on the pandemic, it instead just uses the lockdowns as a background while scaring the crap out of its audience. Most horror movies are lucky
interesting.
if they have 1 or 2 memorable scares. Host is a freaking scare factory, packing an endless parade of creative shit-your-pants moments inside its teeny tiny
my God.
runtime of 56 minutes. I decided to include a lot of those scares, so be forewarned, this episode will get you. As to which there are more
This should be fun.
scares or corpses, well, there's only one way to find out.
This actually might be interesting. Like, I'll be real, did a few Zoom calls, but nowadays, not so much. I mean, hey, I was actually on the Rec Real Zoom calls. Like, if you watched their Family Feud episode, I was actually late to the arrival, and they actually called out me. You know, special shout out to me. You know what I mean. But still. Anywho, might as well take a look back and see who manages to survive this, you know, virtual seminar or seance gone wrong. Let's go. I have nothing else. Let's see it.
The movie begins, like
Hello,
many
Zoom.
a social interaction in 2020, with a Zoom call. Director Rob Savage wanted Host to feel as realistic as possible, so instead of coming up with some knockoff service, he got Zoom's official blessing to use the actual program. Haley removes the
thanks,
tape
Zoom.
from her webcam and
Haley.
invites her friends to a web party. The first to join the call is her friend Gemma, who lives next door.
Gemma.
She joins on her phone at first, and then doubles her attendance with her laptop. And
Hello.
while the echolicious hell that ensues is pretty funny to me and Gemma,
Okay,
Haley's
that's
not as
gotta hurt the
amused.
urge.
She's pensive about
Thanks,
the
Jim.
seance tonight, since she's the one who invited all her friends to it. Friends like Emma and Radina. You alright there,
girls.
Radina? I don't like the sound of that cough.
People are not allowed to cough anymore. This is ridiculous.
No, you have to hide a cough with a fart now instead of the other way around.
Apparently, people aren't allowed to chop carrots anymore either. Or at least
Rude.
not while you're ladies on a Zoom call. Come on, Alan.
Well, they should have never moved in together for lockdown.
Yeah, you don't know a person in that short a time.
Yeah, if you're shacking up during quarantine, that is quite the vote of confidence. As Emma messes around with Zoom face filters, which is always what Chelsea does in our Zoom calls, Caroline shows how creative she's been when it comes to their new digital reality. She's made her Zoom background a video loop of herself walking around her bedroom.
I got lonely, so I made a friend.
The last friend to connect to the call is Teddy,
Hey!
from the fancy house of his girlfriend Ginny's parents. The other ladies aren't big fans of Ginny, but you can't blame the guy for staying at this place. It's got clowns.
dope.
Yeah. Oh,
Creepy.
and check it. That gorilla that sings hot, hot, hot. It's not all chill.
They've got these weird rules like no Pornhub in the dining room.
The conversations between these friends feels natural, in part because most of them were real-life friends. Teddy Leonard is
sweet.
the only one who wasn't already part of the friend group. That familiarity made it easier for them to improvise dialogue over the bare-bones script, which basically just said they needed to get from point A to point B. No line memorization required. Sometimes Director Savage would type lines to the actors while they were filming, a sort of live scripting in a way. But I think most of the film's flow should be attributed to editor Brenna Rangot. She had to deal with hours of footage of the actors improvising and having casual conversations. Rangot would merge different takes to make it look like they happened at the same time, and her surgical work was smoothed over by Callum Sample with his sound design. He made all the recorded dialogue sound like it was on an actual Zoom call. Making a movie like this isn't as simple as hitting record in Zoom and talking for an hour. It never is. Since Haley knows the woman who will be guiding them through the seance, she makes like an Austin Powers and asks her friends to, behave. Not very groovy though.
Yeah, good luck
And
with
he makes
that.
a drinking game for the experience. Drink every time the guide uses the phrase astral plane. With a cheers and a Polaroid, they're ready to
Only
begin.
if I drank myself.
Happy spookies.
Happy spookies.
Yeah, happy spookies.
spookies!
Caroline. No need to be scared.
I'm joking.
Not helping, Gemma. Seance guide Salen joins the meeting.
And there's Salen.
Asks
Hi.
to see everyone's trigger object. These objects, like Teddy's music box, mean a lot to each person emotionally and will help them connect to the astral plane. Aw, shit, drink! Haha, yeah, I got him! Oh, wait, she already said astral plane again? Oof, this might get messier than a drunk Disney soon.
I learned not to pee while you're still wearing a microphone.
Also,
Oh,
I've
boy.
got to shout out Haley
Poor
Bishop for
drunk Disney.
perfectly portraying the kind of social embarrassment / anger you get when your
Sorry,
friends
Haley.
are making you look bad by being total fuck-offs. Salen connects them to the spiritual realm, and it's going just fine until Ginny comes in and interrupts, ultimately pulling Teddy away.
He's such a fucking knobsack.
The ladies continue without
boy,
it.
go ahead.
Salen tells them to visualize being together in person, as if that wasn't already something they regularly fantasized about. They shortly hear
If
a
only.
knock from someone's room and ask the spirit to do it again if it's trying to communicate.
I'm so sorry. It must be my delivery.
Damn it, Salen, this is no time for your impossible burger. Salen's postmate interruptus, and many other things that happened in the film Seance, actually happened to the filmmakers during a pre-production seance.
It just went like,
Really?
it was like that, and it went,
Oh,
no,
that's
absolutely
weird.
not. No.
It was held to help co-writer Gemma Hurley get to know everyone a little better, and it ended up providing a lot of material for the movie, though it was cut short when some of the cast got a bit too scared and upset. The seance resumes, hope Salen tipped that guy enough, and after a few minor occurrences of things that are spooky, Gemma experiences something that is full-on spooky! She starts telepathically communicating with a kid named Jack, who she says was nice to her before he tragically
She's fucking
killed
around,
himself.
isn't she?
Oh shit. Hey, Crunchy Lady, what's she gotta do now?
Listen, Jim, what I want you to
Uh-oh, Salen out.
and
If she was more
Salen's
like
gone.
say Wi-Fi, am I right? Like say LAN? Wi-Fi? Gemma reveals that she was just fucking
Of
around
course.
the whole time, impressing some of her friends and pissing off others. Damn, Haley, why are you even friends with Gemma? The girls take a pee break together, an updated digital take on an old stereotype, but there's no getting away from the tension in this Zoom.
Haley!
Fuck off, Gemma.
They all start arguing, and maybe if they had just played Jackbox, they could have avoided shit like this.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
But you didn't play Jackbox, did you? With a spirit of...
Yeah, honestly, if I was doing something like this, I don't know if I'd recommend like a seance, cause, well, y'all seen the movies. They never really go well. Everyone be like, hey, except for the seance, you guys would just want to play Jackbox? I'll set it up. Like, seriously, I mean, it's easy enough with Zoom, just gotta share the screen, you know? Anyway, back to it.
in the house, Haley says they have to get back to the seance to close the still open connection to the astral plane. Don't drink, it's too late. She calls out to the spirit and hears a soft noise in return, so she tells everyone to turn their sound all the way up, making everyone in the audience hate her.
Is anybody here?
Nobody but the impending doom of tsunami-sized sound waves coming our way. Haley takes us on a terrifying trip through her apartment, but the next mystery noise comes from Caroline's place. That prompts another house tour, this one more snorri-camish, that leads Caroline to the source of all this banging, her attic. Girl,
just like the
be
original
there.
prank call.
Ain't you never seen Wreck, or Sinister, or OG Black Christmas? The attic's a no-go for show. Instead of going up there herself, Caroline
Good call.
puts her camera on a selfie stick and gives the attic a jump scare-ectomy. Or is there a jump scare here?
Oh,
Nope, just some, wait, what was? Never mind. Caroline returns to her bedroom and we jump
I'd
back
probably
into
lock the door
Haleyville,
just in
'cause
case.
She sees something down her hallway in her back room.
Do you see that? No. What? Please, I can't see anything.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell
Me
you,
neither.
Hey Bells. There's nothing there. Not sure what you're gonna get out of taking a. Oh, is that a hanging body?
oh!
Oh, bitch! Haley calls Salem back, who says her internet went down, so she's gonna have to talk them through this whole thing over the phone. Please hurry, Say, for Caroline's sake. Gemma's forced to admit to Salem that Jack never existed. She made him up, and turns out that is where they fucked up.
If you made this person up, you basically created, imagine like you created a mask, so now anything can come through and wear that mask. We don't know what it might be.
You have fucked up now. Salem
Yep,
says a
way to go,
demon
Gemma.
could be wearing this mask they've made, so good job, Gemma. You threw a damn demonic masquerade. And that incognito incubus is fucking with the lights now. Great. They lose Salem on the phone, so Haley leads them through a ritual where they apologize to the demon and ask if they can please hang up with him now, please. They try severing the connection by blowing out their candles. For a brief moment, everyone relaxes a little bit, hopeful that their night of frights is over and done with, but it ain't. Radina realizes that her boyfriend Alan isn't in his room. After
Alan?
calling his phone, she finds it unattended on the bathroom shelf. Where the heck
odd.
did that guy get to? Meanwhile, Emma,
Alan.
being a lizard lady, Gemma wants to jet, and Caroline is AFK. Oh, wait, there she is. Oh shit,
Wait,
never
isn't-
mind, that's her Zoom background.
Oh, jeez!
Oh, wait.
Caroline down.
Caroline's connection ends, and as Haley's trying to call her, Emma stumbles upon her own discovery. Oh shit,
geez.
it's the magic mirror from Shrek! Only he's floating in midair and he got all glammed up
don't
to
touch
leave
it.
the glass. The face disappears, but Emma pulls a Night 17 Micah to find where the spirit is.
So
Shit starts
basically,
going all sorts of wild.
paranormal
in the
investigation,
kitchen,
oh boy.
and if I had to guess, I'd
Yep,
say it
that's
was
not
probably
good.
done by old Flowerfoot there, which could also be the name of a Hobbit family. Flower Feet! Emma tries to run, but she gets lifted into the air by an unseen force
Uh-oh.
and dropped back down to the floor. She recovers and returns to her room where her Zoom face filters pick an inappropriate time to start working again. I love that bit. Radina realizes that her oven's been turned on, right as the others try to get her attention.
Oh!
Nothing.
There's your
They
boyfriend.
found
He did.
Alan. Hey, Alan, you left your phone in the bathroom, dog. One thing I didn't notice the first time I watched this is that
Yeah?
you can see what happens to Alan in the background when Radina's going to take a panic wee. While Alan was played by Radina Drandova's real-life boyfriend, Alan Emery,
Yeah?
his death required a stunt performer, Nathaniel Martin of the Lucky 13 action team. While decked out in PPE, Lucky 13 constructed a stunt rig in Radina's apartment. It would lift Nathaniel up towards the ceiling, hold him there for about 3 minutes, then drop him down and stop him right before he hit the floor. It took a lot of takes to get right, but it looks great in the end. The scares and kills in Host were written around what the stunt team could do, which gave them an unusual amount of creative freedom.
It's so rare that you get someone go, what do you want to do? What can you do? And that's such a freeing thing creatively.
Radina tries to run outside, but can't get out the door, and she too is killed by being slammed against the ground by the unseen spirit. The worst part, though, is that no one's ever gonna get around to cleaning off her camera lens. Director Savage and producer Cox recorded a lot of the scares ahead of time without telling the other actors. They then played them on the Zoom call while recording in real time, netting them genuine reactions from the other performers. The others begin to get weird messages from Caroline, but how is she sending those when they can see her walking across? Damn it, it's the Zoom background again. Gets me every time.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, that's not good.
Every damn time. This is such a neat and scary way to kill a character using a new technology that all of a sudden everyone was familiar with. So creative. It took a whole day to shoot Caroline Ward's death scene since she had to appear increasingly bloody. And because of the lockdown, she had to apply the effects herself, with makeup artist Dan Martin directing her work through Zoom. Seems like she had fun doing it though, and especially enjoyed when she had to repeatedly jump across her bed into her camera.
This is so fun!
Hi!
Just stare at the screen! This is the most exercise I've done in months.
As Emma cries beneath a blanket, Haley and Gemma argue about whose fault this whole thing is, until Haley is once again slidden away now. The spirit can't tell if she's a priest or a pauper, so it knocks her to the ground and pulls her straight on out the room. Since Gemma, as we learned earlier, lives next door to Haley, she masks up and heads outside to help her friend in person. Emma is left alone with Caroline's Zoom background and Radina's bloody lens. Oh, and Teddy, or at least Teddy's clown. Yep, that's great. Finger guns.
Please
for
tell me
Teddy's
that's Teddy.
clown. Teddy has rejoined the call to find the darkest timeline, and the darkest time limit too, since these folk ain't about to pay for a Zoom Pro plan. Great diegetic use of that time limit too. At this point in the movie, there's literally 10 minutes left. The lights go out at Teddy's place, and he takes Emma along with him as he goes to find the circuit breaker.
Oh,
come on! He stumbles around, knocking into shit, and experiencing more ear-splitting jump scares before he gets outside to the backyard, where he watches his girlfriend Ginny get lifted into the air. Ginny is killed with a neck snap, and if that didn't kill her right away, well, I'm guessing she drowned in that pool. Teddy runs away to find his favorite firewood hideout spot, but the sound of the music box that he had earlier used as a token lures him out to the garage, where he finds it on the ground. As he goes to reach for it, Teddy is thrown back into the air, and after a very rough landing, he's treated to a fire spreading slowly across his body. It gets to his face, and Teddy wakes back up and screams, but only long enough to die and kill his video connection. I loved learning that Edward Lennard did this fire stunt himself.
Yeah, I hadn't done a face burn before, so for me, I was excited and kind of really happy to do it.
Glad he was pumped, but I don't blame director Savage and producer Cox for looking so worried while they watched it happen live. Last thing you want to be responsible for is someone burning their face off. After Blair witching in bed for a beat, Emma steps out from under the covers to investigate a noise. She doesn't see anything in her doorway, but she senses something is there. Like any good scientist would, she tries to determine if her theory is correct. Eureka! Emma goes out her bedroom window, but doesn't make it very far before being dropped from high up in the sky onto a picnic table.
Oh my God!
If only those bunny slippers helped protect against fall damage. Emma's death is another accomplishment of the talent behind this film. The stunt was performed by Ginny Lofthouse, the actor and stunt performer who played Teddy's girlfriend Ginny. In Teddy's backyard, they built a safety rig that dropped Lofthouse down through a table like she was freaking Jeff Hardy. The movie's visual effects team, headed by supervisor Steve Bray, then went through and digitally removed the scaffolding, tilted the camera, and added some grass, all to make the shots seem more realistic. It's stuff like this that makes Host way more complicated than it may seem at first. Over at Haley's, Gemma breaks through a window to get inside, then checks the computer to see the still state of all her friends' screens. Save for Caroline's. She's still walking around in her Zoom background. As Gemma walks away from the computer, they disconnect from the meeting one by one, now to find Haley.
Oh!
Or you can just get knocked out. That works too. She
Ouch.
brings the camera down to the
Okay,
floor with her before a kitchen explosion
Oh,
sends
gee.
her back to her feet.
Get up, dude.
She runs down Haley's hallway and reaches the back room where she finds her friend hiding underneath her desk. Great, she's not dead. Elbow bump for not dying. Which in real life was an elbow bump from Haley's boyfriend, just to further minimize risk of exposure. They go to leave down the hallway and Haley uses her Polaroid for a Saw 1 type sequence, with camera flashes lighting up the shadows and our anxiety. Y'all scared yet? How about now?
There you go.
How about now? I'll count Haley and Gemma as dead, I guess, killed by this freaky demon guy. The movie ends with the free Zoom call running out of time, and to keep the verisimilitude going, even the credits are done from the desktop. Good stuff.
Yeah.
How many people died because they tried to talk to dead people? Let's
Shall we
find
find
out.
out?
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a Zoom call?
Who's calling?
Hey!
Hi.
Hey, the girls.
Are you really shooting a kill count right now?
Yeah, I gotta get the episode done. What's wrong?
Oh, no, we're supposed to be doing the seance. I told Phelan we wouldn't be late.
Oh, shit.
You know, if you'd have recorded yourself before, you could have done both.
Oh, yeah, like a Zoom background thing?
Okay, we're gonna get started. So whenever you're done,
So
you can just
crazy,
grab
it's
your
like the
glass
same
and
girls.
Join in. Literally, drop in anytime.
Maybe not literally dropping in. You know, take it from me, it's not very pleasant.
Okay. All right. Well,
Thanks,
I'll
Emma.
see you guys soon. All right. Sorry. Happy spookies.
Happy
Spookies.
I should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, you better get going.
8 people died in Host, and with 6 of them
cool.
women and only 2 of them
guys.
men, we had a very rare ratio of 3-to-1 for the ladies. With a
what?
runtime of only 56 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 7 minutes flat. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Caroline. Most of the kills in this movie were well done, but man, do I love
Yeah,
that
that
zoom
looks
background
nasty.
thing. Such a good use of this form. Dull machete for
Machete?
lamest kill will go to Redina, since all we saw of her death was a single speck of blood. And that's it.
Poor
Host
Redina.
came out in 2020 and proved to be so successful, the filmmakers got a deal with Blumhouse and they'll be working with Sam Raimi. They're awesome, lovely people, and I'm very
Nice.
happy for their success. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count. Thanks a lot.
Oh, there you go. Host with 8 people dead because of an accidental summoning demon. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Till next time, like Scott for more. See ya.